up, B-Rock. I know. I know that running shit is only man. I know.
You better come.
Yeah.
I know.
All right.
You know I respect people's time, Vic. You know that.
Nah, I know.
Some good games.
It is actually. It's a lineup of good games. Me and Vic, Smoke and goddamn TA, you and what's name, Roxy.
On the road, we don't know if this is. We don't know if this is gonna be a good game on the road because I'm a away team. My team plays shitty away. How I just played against the Eagles.
He say Smoke. He say he got Smoke beating TA.
How I just played against the Eagles, bro. It's disappointing.
Game over there.
Skills and Bibby. Oh, that's gonna be a good one.
That's a good game too. It's both good ass games.
That's gonna be a good one.
This is a good playoff for the Rnfl. Active users.
That's gonna be a good one.
Tougher.
You replace TA with somebody. You was about to say that, Vic?
Yeah. I mean, my shit, I can't. But I'm the type of nigga I could play an early game. I could wake up early and play in the morning sometimes, you know.
Yeah, I can play in the morning too. That's why it never bothered me. It just zoned me out when
TA only got 2 hours to play, bro.
In both windows.
I'm like, what the hell? How are you in 3 leagues but only got 2 hours to play? I don't understand. I was supposed to play him in WTB last night. He told me to wait till today.
Let's go.
Boy, TA though, what I like about him though, he's competitive, man. He can play.
Oh yeah, TA gonna press some buttons.
Yeah.
TA gonna press some buttons. But I'll be back. I do it on that serious business.
Alright.
Did you keep your stream up or you took it down?
It's up. It's up again. Huh? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
That one goes for 13 yards and 2 instead. Usually we see runs like this, the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy set the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Huh?
Right back to him on first down. Finding some room at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Allen. Throw left side complete. It's Barnes. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. take this one down to about the 40. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibson. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Leopard! Leopard!
McKinnon. And he struggles to get a yard here. Maybe a yard down to the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looks to throw on 2nd down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the 1st. '49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence and allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Hurry up. Here we go. Blue line it.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football.
and the first play will be a field goal try. And Gold is able to put it through, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Now he'll throw deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Go. Get set. Purdue!
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Hey. Four down.
The give is to Elliott, and he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Low. Go, Chief. Purdue. Hey. 24.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's going to be caught. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Elliott. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in. And the Rams are in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Forced out. Allen hit. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Going for it all. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at its second down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Well, Gumbo.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
There we go, fellas. 24. Hey, 4 down. You're mine. 29. 6-18. Where's it? Hunter.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
The 49ers offense now, they worked their way back onto the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Right there. All day, baby.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And here's Allen to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Going for it on 4th down. Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right. It's caught inside the 25. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
I think they might have surprised him there, partner, because you try and guard the 1st down line first and foremost to stop them there, and they just went ahead and bypassed that in a big way and took a big shot downfield.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Michael Brockers forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A final shot before half for Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Gibson. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing and hit him with something.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, They'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
637, 808, 734. Listen up.
On play action, now Carr on the move to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again. Allen. And he rifles one incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Taking a shot for Samuel. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They do go for it. Here's Allen. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Anthony Barr. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Purdue! 734. Yo, Chief. You're mine.
Carr now on 1st down. Steps away. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. This is Allen. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. They come out here in the eye.
Hey, Raider 2. Hey. Go. Get set.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
4 down. Ain't no way. Hey.
Shotgun now for Carr. Steps away to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
And his kick is indeed good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, Allen dancing to his left. And he floated one out there, incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit. Gun.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
They're going to try and throw. Allen hit. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and goal from the 1. He'll get it up the middle. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Austin Jenkins there to make the grab. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah. Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Allen now going to throw again. He sets to fire deep. This is intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Check. Fresno. 24. Go. Purdue.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big conversion there for the Rams on 3rd down. 48 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
694.
On 3rd down, Carr. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And my goodness, this is incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something.
Here again is McKinnon. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. To throw on 3rd down. Allen, a dump down to McKinnon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now Allen, got to have this one. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Allen now on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barnes. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. There, they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now McKinnon. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And avoids the contact by sliding. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Now Allen.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or...
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now Allen. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier play game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
A tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They go to Elliott again. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Cordray Tankersley on the stop defensively.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Rams on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Carr going to throw. A dump off to Elliott. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Go, go. 24. Go, go. Go, go, go. Go, go. 694. 734. What's up?
Carr going to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
734. 637.
On 1st down, Carr. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remember. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
734. Go, go. Get set, get set. 24. 618. Hey, Purdue. 694. Hey, 734.
Throwing again. Carr. Drops it underneath to Elliott. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The Rams on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey! Low, low, low! That's it!
53's the mic. 53, check.
Hey, 734! 93! 93! What's that?
Again, it's Carr. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Go, go. Express! Hey!
Pretty quiet, team. Pretty quiet. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We got double up. Double up. Back's mine. Back's mine.
Go, go.
Hold the loop. Hold the
Low, low, low! Hey, 734! What's that? What's that?
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.